Can you believe it? Wednesday, February the 18th, 2026. Ash Wednesday it is. Forecast for today, we'll have quite a few clouds around. Temperature pretty mild though, 73. Just a itsy bitsy chance of rain. But that goes way on up tomorrow. Thursday, cloudy, 70% chance of showers, 80 for the daytime high. And that's a little on the warm side for this time of year. Friday, 60% chance of rain and 76 the high, 70% chance of rain on Saturday. And then we cool down Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there, something like that.
Yep.
So that's kind of what we've got today. Maybe the last kind of dry day we have for a few days.
Get used to the idea. You're going to get wet, and that's A-OK. As long as you have the clothing for it, you'll be fine. Denson and Fuller, my insurance agency, they're on Crescent Avenue in Homewood. They're local, they're independent, and they take good care of you. If it can be insured, it should be insured through Denson and Fuller, 414-1476, 414-1476, densonandfuller.com on the World Wide Web. Will just drops us this line. I got to get it in very quickly, talking about barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I love the one on Valley Avenue. I get a jumbo blonde sandwich, dry rub, breast, and thighs. Then I cross the street and go to Full Moon.
It's terrible. Will!
You know it's
Goodness.
across the street from Full Moon.
Yes.
The Pink Pony. Mm-hmm. Maria reporting that she's just now approaching Highland Lakes, and here comes an ambulance up behind us. There's got to be something wrong up ahead. Yes, we just heard Phil Carter in the traffic center tell us that there was an accident there at Highland Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
That is what's going on.
Yep. Going to
Sorry
be
about
backed
that.
up for a little
You're
bit.
Be backed up for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the accident at Highland Lakes, left lane blocked, middle of the intersection. The turn, left turn lane into Highland Lakes. Nice accident. Holy moly.
Not good.
Not good.
Careful
Can't turn
through there,
into
people.
Highland Lakes off of 280. Oh,
Mhm.
that's not going to be good.
No. That's
Yeah,
really
man.
bad.
Here's an interesting tale, because it is that time of year. I have not made my purchase, and maybe I won't.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I won't this year. Maybe I don't buy any Girl Scout cookies. How about that, huh?
What? You're
Maybe
not
I
going to
don't.
support the Girl Scouts?
I almost always do. I mean, it's rare that I miss a year. But this year I'm kind of like,
Thin Mints. You got to put some Thin Mints in the freezer, Richard.
Last year I went looking for them. I had to track them down. Somebody told me, sent me a line and said, oh, they're going to be here at this time on Sunday and whatever. I was like, I'm there. So I made the journey, and I went over there. And I bought a whole bunch of Girl Scout cookies. Now I'm kind of like, if I happen upon them
Then you'll buy some.
and I have money in my pocket,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do it. It's going to be a real crapshoot now. But this is out of Pittsburgh, PA. A 6-year-old has gained recognition on social media for selling a record-breaking 75,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies across all 50 states.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
family of Pim Neal said the girl's secret to success is using social media to reach millions of people.
Mm-hmm. And it's working.
We're building a movement, and it's so cool, Luke Enric Neal, Pim's father, said. We are moving girls into 2026. Mina Beach of Girl Scouts of Western Pennsylvania said Pim is bringing Girl Scouts into the new age of technology. For us, this has never happened. So this is very exciting that we get to bring people into Girl Scouts of Western Pennsylvania. After selling more than 75,000 boxes, Pim said her next goal is to make it to 100,000. Pim was actually, she was almost blackballed from the Girl Scouts at one cookie booth. Mom was asking about potentially getting her girl into Girl Scouts, and Pim is, let's say, challenged. She is, I think, I don't know if she's physically or mentally disabled, maybe a little of each. But she was told by one of the girls at the table, you need to get her into a special ed program and leave us alone. The Girl Scouts can't use somebody like her. She'd slow every troop down, whatever. It's really ugly. And
It
so,
is.
yeah.
But she is adorable. If I can describe this for
Mhm.
those of you that maybe haven't seen a picture of Pim, 6 years old with glasses, and she has a face that's very similar to a Cabbage Patch doll. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yep.
Just, cute little cheeks, and she's adorable.
Curly hair.
Yeah, curly brown hair, and her hair's a little long, and it goes over her glasses. And that's amazing. 75,000 boxes of cookies.
Well, this is interesting because years and years and years ago, there was a radio show
Mhm.
in this city who had a daughter who was selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
And they had the ability to, and did, in fact, set up a website by which people could go and purchase Girl Scout cookies from this person's daughter. And he would go on the air every day and drive traffic to that website.
Mm-hmm.
And so successful was it, the Girl Scouts said, we have to ban that from happening. You can't do that anymore. Nobody can make a website to sell cookies. It's unfair to the other girls. You're stealing sales from them, and everybody wants to participate, and it's not.
Listen, isn't the deal you're trying to sell as many cookies as you possibly can?
Well, sure, but if your dad happens to be the janitor at Mercedes, he doesn't have a microphone on which he can go on and say,
well, that's his
go
fault.
by my...
He should get his own radio
That's
show.
right, that stupid idiot.
Really?
How
what is
dare
he thinking?
What's wrong with
Why
him?
didn't he have some
being a
forward thinking that he
janitor?
might have a daughter that he
Needs
need
to
to
sell some
cookies?
Girl Scout cookies.
Get your own radio show, and you
Yes.
won't have to worry about that,
There
Richard.
you go.
Uh-huh.
I am interested in seeing if they decide to ban this as well, because she's just using social media the way anybody would.
Well, right.
And
What's
she's,
wrong with that?
She's also adorable.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you put a picture of her up and she's like, would you buy some Girl Scout cookies from me? I'd be like, oh, yes, I will. Look at you, kid. I'll buy 5 boxes, 10 boxes.
You know what I would say to Pim?
Yeah.
How many boxes would you like for me to buy?
That's right.
The answer is yes.
Mark it down. 100.
No wonder. She's the marketing genius because she's adorable.
She is.
Just put her face all over everything.
Can't go wrong.
Uh-huh.
She, by
She
the
likes
way,
the cookies, by the way.
She blew the top off of the sales record, which before, I think it was like 38,000 boxes before.
Yeah.
So she more than doubled, or about
Well,
doubled
now
that
all the
record. It's
Girl
pretty amazing.
Scouts, they'll all do
Now
this.
they'll all do that,
Yeah.
and they won't be out at the stores, and
Yeah.
it'll all be online now.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that's where I do most of my shopping. Aside from grocery shopping, I do most of my shopping online. It's Amazon.com is getting my money and plenty of it. I'm responsible for Jeff Bezos being able to afford a $50 million ring for his.
You personally?
Yeah, I believe
You
I
That's
did.
the next
personally.
thing. Just put them on Amazon. Girl Scouts have their
Ooh.
own little dealio
There you go.
with Amazon, and you just order them from Amazon. There they are at your door 6 hours later.
I like it. I like
I
Huh?
can see what this will lead to. 3 o'clock in the morning,
Uh-huh.
just waking up. My
Kinda
favorite
hungry.
Girl Scout cookie. 10 cases, please.
You could.
Yeah, boy. All right. Good for her, though. Congratulations, Pim, on managing to sell 75,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. You're almost single-handedly responsible for the diabetes crisis that's sweeping the nation. You should be very proud.
Listen, she's just trying to help out the Girl Scouts.
Do the Girl Scout cookies address the toxic chemicals they contain, asks Jack. Well, I don't know what is in those toxic chemicals, but they are delicious.
They're good. I mean, come
mean,
on. If you're
yeah.
going to eat cookies, you
You
got
may
to
as
know
well.
they're not, you're not going for healthy, right?
Mm-hmm. Ann says, can't see paying $6 a box for Girl Scout cookies. Not happening for me this year. Are they $6?
Wow.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised.
That is kind of pricey. $6. I don't know. Everything's gone up, though, folks.
It has. I thought 5 was.
Paying $7 for a bag of chips. Might as well pay $6 for cookies.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Looking it up, Girl Scout cookies in 2026 generally cost between $6 and $7 per box.
Woo! Holy cow. Maybe I'll just go buy the knockoffs.
Well, then you're not supporting the Girl Scouts, Richard.
No, I'm not. As long as they're going to keep those prices that high, I'm going to
the
Aldi.
money goes, a portion of that money goes to the Girl Scouts.
And a portion of it goes to Planned Parenthood. So I'm going
That
to
took a
Aldi.
turn.
I'm going to buy the knockoff cookies at Aldi.
Not supporting the Girl Scouts.
That's right.
Shame on you.
No, I don't care.
Listen, your daughter was a Girl Scout.
That's right. She sold 2,000 boxes of cookies one year.
Mm-hmm.
Guess
Due
who
to
had
you
to-
and your big.
Guess who had to
Radio
deliver them
show.
all?
You did.
I made her go sell them herself. I didn't have anything to do with it. I'll never forget it. It was the last weekend for selling these cookies, and I, being the cookie dad,
Mm-hmm.
was sitting there adding up all of the cookies, the boxes, and so I said, "Oh my gosh, look at this, Crystal! You're like 8 boxes away from 2,000. Like you actually sold 1,992 boxes of Girl Scout cookies this year."
Did you go ahead and take her to the top? Did you take her to 2,000?
No, I was just marveling at that.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing I know, 15 minutes later, she comes down the stairs. She's dressed. She's got her raincoat on. She goes, "Okay, let's go." I said, "Well, go where?" She goes, We got to go sell 8 boxes." I'm like, "You are kidding me."
Got to go over the 2,000 threshold.
You inspired her.
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
I put on the coat and I put on the hat and we walk out the door and we go up the block and we hit the couple of apartment complexes she had not yet hit. It was Sunday afternoon, so we were hoping people would be home.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, she finds a cat just wandering around in the rain, and she picks it up. And she's carrying this cat with her door to door while she's knocking on doors. She sold 4 boxes. I said, Daddy will buy the last 4 if you let him go home right now. And I did.
It's good.
2,000 boxes of Girl Scout
That's
cookies.
a lot of cookies.
That's a lot of cookies.
Nice
man.
job.
Very impressive. Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS, they know what bugs you, and they're going to come out and take care of it for you. They'll kill the bugs on the inside, lay down the barrier to keep the bugs on the outside. But let's talk about their termite bonding, shall we? Their termite bonding uses the Centricon system, which I really love. It's an early warning detection system, and they installed it for me because the previous people who had done my termite bonding didn't use that. They used visual inspection, and I always find that just a little questionable, you know. These guys are on top of it. They know what they're doing. They're very good. Less expensive than the older company was. Plus, the older company was trying to play fast and loose with me, take me for a ride. I didn't appreciate that very much. And the fact that these guys come out once every 3 months. I had them once every month for pest control. And they said, you can dial this back, man. It's going to be okay. And if it turns out we're wrong, we'll go right back to once a month. So they ended up saving me money by doing that. I love that. Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. Bundle it all and save with Mr. Bugs. We'll find them statewide at 844-MRBUGGS. Little John Waite there. Former Babies lead singer. Baby's still out there. Got a different group of people working with him now. Little by little, every band is becoming a cover version of itself. 821 Dixon Inviting, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around for 13 hours of live and local programming today.
That's what it's all about. And we're glad y'all are here. And hopefully, you know, my good friend Daniel over at Noble Contractors, with all the rain we were talking about that is headed in our direction, if you don't have somebody that can help you out with gutters, this is my guy. I love the work that Daniel does at a very, very reasonable price. I want you to go ahead and get estimates from wherever you want to go to get your estimates for new gutters, repairs on gutters, things like that, and then reach out to Daniel, a veteran of the military, loves Talk 99.5, and we love what he does, and that's why we support what he does. Call him today, 205-422-3034, and, here's the deal. Go ahead and get that free estimate. Daniel's probably going to be able to do the job for much less than some of these big national companies that you hear about. He's got the gutters and the gutter covers. He does repairs. You need your gutters cleaned out. He does things like that as well, and now has financing available as low as 0% for 21 months. You're going to be dealing with somebody right here locally, somebody in the Birmingham area that knows what he's doing, has a great crew of guys that's all they do. It's gutters. And if you'd like to see some of his work, look him up on Facebook, Noble Contractors on Facebook. His website, noblecontractorsala.com. If you've got anything rotten wood-wise behind those gutters, he can fix that too and then get the gutter back up for you. Just a super guy, super company, and we really love what he does. Daniel at Noble Contractors, 205-422-3034. Give him a call today.
And now, it's Dixon Inviting's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, it looks as if we're really no further along in the search for Nancy Guthrie. The family hearing yesterday that there was no database match for the DNA that was found on some gloves a couple of miles away from the Guthrie home. There is additional DNA evidence that was apparently found at the residence, which is now being analyzed. The DNA that was submitted to the lab was from that set of gloves. The sheriff's department said investigators are still trying to locate her and a pacemaker that they are working with the manufacturer for help that maybe could give some more answers as to where she is. They are also trying to track down some of the items that the suspect we saw on that Nest camera video had on, like the face mask, the backpack, which is a Walmart brand. I guess you kind of narrow that down by going to some of the Walmarts and begin to see who purchased that backpack and maybe some other items. And maybe it's shoes, maybe it's the pants, maybe it's the jacket he was wearing. But if you can piece that together and potentially maybe this person bought several things from the Walmart or one of those stores, you'll be able to potentially find this suspect. I don't know. Behind the scenes, hopefully, they're a lot further along than what it appears, because the way it looks right now, things don't look very good. And we're into week 3. It's been 18 days.
Yeah. One of the things that they don't show you on these procedural TV shows, the CSIs, the NCISs, and the my personal favorite, Homicide: Life on the Street, going back to the 90s. There's an immense amount of legwork involved in police work, detective work. They've got people right now scouring gun stores in the area, showing picture. Hey, does this guy look like somebody who bought a gun from you recently? We think it's this kind of gun based upon what they saw right in front of his pants,
Yeah,
which
that was
weird.
the weirdest place to holster a
put one.
gun.
Yeah.
Kind of dangerous there, dude.
They're going to Walmarts. They're looking at security footage. Think about how much security footage, if you go back, say, 6 months, how much security footage is there from Walmart that you are looking at to see if you can find somebody buying the ski mask, buying the backpack, and you're locked there and you don't get to doze off. You have to look at every frame of it to try to narrow it down. That's what they're doing right now, is they're going through trying to find the proverbial needle in a haystack for any sort of break in this case, and hoping very much that somebody somewhere will call in and say, yeah, I recognize that guy. It's Billy,
Yeah.
And that's what they need, is that kind of thing. And it's why 18 days, and we really are no further along, or at least we don't think we are, because we're not being told everything.
The vehicle, there has to be a vehicle. This is the part that really befuddles me, is that you have a woman who is not of the best health, couldn't walk very far without a cane.
Mhm.
She's injured because of the blood that was outside of the front of her house. So you probably got her in a vehicle because you're not going to walk very far. That we're not any further along with that. The truck, the van, the car. There's no video of that. And maybe there is. Again, we've been through this before. They have some 400 investigators right now still working on this case, desperately trying to find her. So just, you would think something would give, that somebody saw something or recognized the holster or the ski mask or something about the individual. But we'll just hang out hope for Nancy Guthrie and her safe return. An 18-year-old was arrested yesterday, found running toward the U.S. Capitol with a shotgun. This suspect was armed as he exited a white Mercedes SUV that was parked near the Capitol. Officers quickly confronted him, took him to the ground. He complied, and he was arrested. 18-year-old's been identified as Carter Camacho of Georgia, wearing all kinds of tactical gloves and Kevlar vest, and it goes on and on. And apparently the vehicle he was in is registered to an address in Louisiana. So not really sure, is he from Georgia? Where'd the car come from? Was the car stolen, maybe?
Rental car.
Maybe a rental car. Another good option there. So, but anyways, the main thing is they got this guy in custody before he could do any harm or fire any shots off with that shotgun.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Well, Congress not being in session certainly helped.
Woo.
I don't know what he was trying to do, who
Well.
he was running toward, what he thought he was going to achieve. I'm going to guess there was some mental instability there.
Very well.
He thought running toward the Capitol with a shotgun was a good idea. Yeah, not a good
You're
sign.
not going to get, hopefully you don't get too far doing that.
He didn't, fortunately.
No,
that is a good
not.
Well,
thing.
the fact that he got arrested and not shot and killed.
Yeah, that was kind of
he's-
lucky on his part.
Might want to thank his lucky stars for that. Yeah. Holy cow, guys. What are you doing?
And finally, this U.S. military blew up 3 drug trafficking boats, 2 in the Eastern Pacific, 1 in the Caribbean. This was on Monday, killing 11 people. Man, we are really putting a stop onto the drug flow into the U.S. The U.S. Southern Command said the military killed 8 male narco-terrorists in the Eastern Pacific, 4 in the first boat strike, and another 4 in the second vessel. 3 narco-terrorists were killed in the third boat. And so, once again, this administration is doing a great job taking them out. And each time one tries to come across and smuggle these drugs into the U.S., we just go, okay, there's another one, take them out, and another one, take them out.
Have you
It's
noticed
great.
how the furor over that has died down?
Oh, yeah, there's not being a lot said
The first
about it.
few, it was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And then there was one where they're like, they didn't kill the guys originally, so they hit him again to kill him. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. I'm thinking what happened is this. There's a gang of 8 senators, who are allowed to be briefed on some very high-level things. I think they brought them in and they said, boys and lady, let me show you the evidence that we have as to why we're doing this. And they all watched it and they went, oh, okay. And they went away, and that was the end of that because none of them's making a peep any longer. Chuck Schumer at one point was using a toy boat to try to explain how these were actually fishing vessels. And it was like, come
Have
on,
you
man.
looked at the boats and the
No.
engines that are on them? I don't see. This is not a fishing boat.
Fishing boats don't travel
Don't
that
look
fast.
like that.
Yeah, what do you have to really fast fish? That's all I can imagine. Oh, you're dumping liquid bait. Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
That makes sense.
What's underneath the tarps
All
there?
of that is nonsense, of course.
Yes.
What isn't nonsense is the Alabama Men's Clinic seriousness about taking care of your low T situation. They are going to test you on your initial consultation. $90, $99. I didn't want to sell you short there. $99 for your initial consultation to find out where you stand T-wise, and they will then tell you how to get that testosterone level up where it needs to be between 600 and 900 on the scale. And they have a variety of options to make that happen for you. Some invasive, some less invasive, some not invasive at all. All you need to do is ask. They handle ED issues as well as hair loss and weight loss problems. The Alabama Men's Clinic, men is in fact their middle name, 598-7000. If you are in need of that pep back in your step, the Alabama Men's Clinic will make it happen for you. 598-7000 online, alabamamensclinic.com. It's Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, 830. Mark. 8:35, Dixon Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com, 75 for a high today. Relatively decent weather until tomorrow when some rain comes into the forecast, and it's almost a certainty tomorrow. Certainly by Saturday, we'll be seeing a good bit, maybe as much as an inch of rain in the Birmingham metro area, but at least it's going to be a warm rain.
Isn't
which
that
is
nice? You don't have to
always
worry
nice.
about it being icy or cold or anything like that.
We have two interesting stories of theft here. One is a nursing home manager accused of stealing more than $300,000 from over 50 residents. This is shades of Say Anything. Remember the movie Say Anything? Iona Skye's dad, played by, the guy who played Fraser Crane's dad, John something. He was stealing from the residents, was robbing them blind.
It's terrible.
Never spent more than $9,000 on anything because he didn't want the IRS to find out. Yeah. Here we go. More than 50 residents at an Ohio nursing home fell victim to theft over the last several years. Detectives believe they know who was behind it. Christina Williams, the 56-year-old former office manager at Venetian Gardens Nursing Home, is accused of stealing more than $300,000 from residents.
Woo.
Goshen Township Police Chief Bob Rose said. The report indicated a former employee was suspected of stealing money from residents' accounts when they kind of got a theft report back in May of 2025. A guy did a year-long dig into this. It was Detective Sergeant Chris McMillan and his team. I said she was 56. She was 51, excuse me. I didn't mean to add 5 years to her already aged face like that. Good Lord. Investigators believe the Calarian resident had been stealing money from the nursing home residents for years.
It's terrible.
A
Shame on
Claremont
you.
County grand jury recently indicted Williams on 56 counts of felony theft. Police said McMillan's attention to detail helped to break the case.
Thank goodness they caught her.
Indeed.
$300,000.
$300,000. Her bail was set at $30,000.
Well, they should have made it $300,000.
It should be higher than that, shouldn't it? You're
Yeah.
a bad person. Now, there's one story of theft. You decide which one is worse.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie
I don't
has
know.
the
This
second
one,
story.
This one's pretty bad, too.
Yeah?
A former Morgan County jail officer, that's Morgan County, Alabama,
Uh-huh.
is facing 7 felony extortion charges related to taking honey buns
What?
from inmates.
What?
That's right, Jarvis Moore. He worked at the Morgan County Jail for 24 years, turned himself in on Friday on the felony charges. Moore says he's diabetic and doesn't eat honey buns.
Sure.
Well, no offense.
So what are you doing
but
with them
if,
all?
if you take a look at this guy, he's eating some honey buns, folks.
He's had one or two?
Calling the charges deeper than the 200-calorie snacks. He says, I just want the people to know I didn't do this. And it's killing me to be plastered all over the world that I am this and that I am that. Moore was fired from his position in September. Officials told him the termination was about taking honey buns and store items from the inmates.
Is it possible that he is just selling the honey buns on the black honey bun market?
Could be, or he's eating them.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
telling you, if
obviously,
you take
yeah.
a look at this guy, you'll be like, the truth isn't in
Well,
you.
turn your camera around. Let's see. I want to see this guy. I want to see the. Okay, he's a big guy. I don't know if he's.
He's eating honey buns, Richard.
I don't know. If
He
he's-
loves him some honey
if he's a
buns.
diabetic. He might not.
Selling them on the black market.
The honey bun market.
Shame on you. These
Go into
guys,
the dark web.
these guys get a limited number of snacks. And okay, I don't feel sorry for, you're in jail,
Uh-huh.
but you only have a limited number. And this jail officer is taking all their snacks.
Maybe he was trying to save them from diabetes.
Listen,
He
let me
has
just
it
say
himself.
this. If they didn't think they have a case here, they wouldn't have fired him. They would have just,
Uh-huh.
suspended him. He's been fired from his position.
People are wrong all the time, Valerie.
Sure.
I'm siding with this guy.
Look,
I'm on his side.
you want him to,
I don't think he
there's a
stole the honey
special
bun.
place for you stealing the honey buns.
He's not a honey bun thief. I just don't
At least
believe it.
Luckily, it wasn't Little Debbie's. It was honey buns.
Hey, you don't know. Could be the Little Debbie
Is that
honey
not
buns.
unbelievable?
It could be a little Debbie honey
Come
bun.
on, both of these.
Yeah.
You know what? This guy and this woman that stole the 300, they need to be in jail together.
Put the two together, and then somebody can come by and steal the honey buns from them.
Oh, they'll make a nice couple.
And her
Yeah.
money.
And
Her money and his
That's right.
honey buns.
Yeah. I have another story. This is not necessarily theft,
It's not.
but it's a pretty good one. Texas dentist was arrested. This is a pediatric dentist, 36-year-old Kelly Buck, taken into custody earlier this week at Pediatric Dentistry of Sherman, Texas, after officers responded to a report of an intoxicated dentist.
Oh,
Wow.
oh no.
That'll
The
do
dentist
it.
practicing and showing signs of intoxication. When officers arrived at noon on Monday, they found Buck exhibiting signs of intoxication. Buck failed a field sobriety test, was arrested on a state jail felony charge of performing surgery while
Ooh,
intoxicated.
Not cleaning teeth, performing surgery.
Performing surgery.
Oh, dear heavens. Oh, no.
Are we sure he was drunk or just had a little bit too much of his own gas?
First of all, let's be clear. This is a she,
It's a she.
She.
yes.
Okay, sorry. I
Thir-
apologize.
36-year-old Kelly Buck, female. Could very well just be doing the laughing gas, but I believe what she's thinking more likely is, I can barely tolerate these little brats when I'm drunk. I'm certainly not going to do this when I'm sober.
She working on kids or adults? She's pediatric?
She's pediatric.
Pediatric.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Poor kids.
Mm.
And then, parents are usually out in the waiting room. They're not in the area. Well, it's changed a little bit in some offices, but, when we were growing up, the parents stayed in the lobby
Yep.
in the front area. They're a little bit, more lenient about parents coming back. Maybe for cases like this, the adults ought to be in the room when the kids are getting their teeth done.
Yeah.
Eh.
Also because, once the dentist gives your kid the gas, you have no idea what he's doing to that kid.
Yeah.
It's one of those
One
kind
of those cases you really should be there
Want to have some idea as to what exactly is going on while your child is under some sort of influence. Good Lord. Maybe this is what she was doing. Maybe Kelly.
a little bit for me, a little bit for you.
Kelly Buck
a little
was-
bit for me, a little bit for you. Although now we both feel good and you're asleep.
Well, the price of this laughing gas has gone way up. I'm just instead of shots of Novocaine, we're having shots of rum.
Oh, no. Or NyQuil or something.
Drink
Here,
this.
kid, you drink the NyQuil. I'll drink the alcohol.
Drink this, Billy.
We'll both smell like
You'll be
liquor.
fine. Man, oh man.
Eee, good times
Are
right
you-
there.
You're not one of these. You're
Sheesh.
not one of these folks who is afraid of the dentist, are you?
Oh, I'd love to go to get my teeth cleaned. Yeah,
Zero
no, I have
problems.
no problem.
Yeah, never had a bad experience
No,
at the
I've-
dentist.
I look forward to getting my teeth cleaned a couple times a year.
I can imagine if you had a bad experience one time, you might like the rest of your life be like, oh,
Well, I think, and I hear it all the time, people that don't go regularly, they hate it. Well, you hate it because you waited too long.
right.
Your gums hurt and they're really digging and trying to get them clean. You got to,
Get over there a little more frequently.
Yeah, get there more frequently, and it's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you wait. Oh, I haven't been in 3 years. Oh, well, you're gonna get it.
And one last story from the police bulletin here. Two North Carolina women, said they are in shock after a man tried to kidnap their daughters inside a Walmart.
Oof.
Yeah. The women took their daughters, ages 9 and 14, to Walmart on Friday to buy Valentine's cards. They said the girls went to look at cards one aisle over.
Ooh.
25-year-old Tristan Coleman was waiting. The 14-year-old said Coleman grabbed her and pulled her shorts open. She said he was taking pictures of her. He was trying
Oh
to
my
force her
God.
by the shoulders. The mother said Coleman was even more forceful with the 9-year-old.
What
She
the
froze
heck?
and he grabbed her by the neck and her legs and tried to pick her up. Girls managed to get away and run to their parents terrified. She came to me pouring tears. I've never seen her cry so hard, which is amazing because 14-year-olds cry all the time. Shockingly, the mother said Coleman then tried to grab the 9-year-old again right in front of them. Took me a minute to realize what he was doing. Then I started to scream for help and someone called the police. Coleman was arrested a short time later, taken to the Lincoln County Jail. He faces 1 count of attempted kidnapping, 2 counts of taking indecent liberties with a child, and 1 count of assault on a female. This is after he walked out of the store nonchalant like he was doing nothing.
The fact
the
that he was
nurse
able to
tracked him
walk
down.
out of the store bothers
This
me because
really
if that happened in
bothers
front of me,
I-
that is one
oh.
guy who's going to be needing a cleanup on
He-
the aisle.
He sure will. Or if you're, a mom, you might be screaming and yelling for help.
Yeah.
You're raising holy Cain once you find out what's going on, to not let this guy get out the door. This is terrible. And it's really sad we're in a day and age where going to a store or whatever, if you've got young kids, you've got to know where they are
Yeah.
24/7. There was
be
another incident, and I don't know what part of the country it was, a woman walking into a store with her child. It was a small child. Man coming out of the store tries to scoop up the child
Yeah.
I saw
and
the video
kidnap.
on
Did
that.
you see the
Yeah,
video of that? I was
did.
like, it's just unbelievable.
Now, what store was that? Do you remember?
I don't know.
It's probably Walmart.
Maybe it looked kind of like a Walmart.
See, the thing, here's what I don't understand. And maybe this guy is just a Walmart shopper. Because you get a better grade of child at Target.
I knew you were going to go down this road. Oh, Don't
I mean,
stop at Target.
Yeah.
You know, why stop there?
Kohl's Dress for Less.
There you go,
What is it? What is
Kohl's.
it?
Why don't you go to Belk?
Ross. Go
Yeah,
Belk.
Belk.
Belk is going to have a quality shop.
Yeah.
You're going to find a much better
There
shop.
you go.
That's what you're looking for.
Going up to Macy's.
Yeah.
Macy's.
Oh,
Well,
man.
no, that
If you can still
that
find one.
store is not so much anymore.
How about Saks? Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Saks,
right. That's
that's
closing.
too.
Man. Mm.
Yeah. One of the boutiques up at the Summit, that would be. What are we doing? Stop. Stop. What are we doing?
I went down that road and took you with me.
It's disturbing, you all. I mean, that somebody would do that. I mean,
Yeah.
think what he got away with inside that Walmart.
You got to have your head on a swivel
All
all
the
the time
time.
as a
Yeah.
parent now. You can't
Well,
leave
for
your
you,
kid unattended
You have to do it for yourself.
for even a second.
And you have to do it if you have kids. You better have two swivels going.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah. Well, have them watch each other, too. That helps, the screaming and the yelling, maybe.
Mm.
8:45 with Dixon and Vining. And, hey, if you would like to see and experience Aqua Systems water firsthand, the home show this weekend is where you need to go. Aqua Systems is going to be with a booth at the home show. They will be presenting all kinds of wonderful things for you there. You can get a look and a feel for their water and find out why it's so much better than the water that's just coming out of the faucets in your home. I love that. And you think, wait, I have to pay? I have to pay tickets to go to the home show? No. You can actually go to Aqua Systems office, which is on Highway 31, just south of Valleydale Road. So you're traveling down south, Highway 31. You pass Valleydale Road.
I think there's a Papa John's in there.
There's a Walgreens, there's a Papa
Papa
John's, there's a
John's.
Milo's.
It's just right there.
It's just boom, right there. It's right there. It's a building. They used to have half the building. They got the whole building now because they've expanded so much. They're so big and so successful. I blame myself for that. Aqua Systems at 383-3999 if you'd like them to come by and give you the demonstration. But if you stop by their store and say, Richard Dixon told me to come here and ask for home show tickets, they'll give you some. It's just that simple. You just pull in and you go, I need some home show tickets. Richard Dixon sent me. And they're going to give you home show tickets so you can go enjoy it this weekend. Aqua Systems, best water on earth, best water at the home show, 383-3999. Or find them online at iwantgreatwater.com.
Mhm.
8:52. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Nice day, beautiful week spreading out in front of us here. Some rain for sure, but it's necessary, it's needed. And the weather, the temperatures, you can't beat it till you get to Sunday, and we're looking at the 30s, which ain't going to be pretty. But look, every day that we are in the 70s is one more day that we're not in the 30s, and we're one step closer to spring in Alabama.
Hey, the other thing I just want to mention coming up on May 15th, Jawbone Jam, our big Jawbone Jam, our 10-year anniversary. We're going to be celebrating at Iron City with special guest Brother Kane, Stone Horses, and Cattle, all performing at Iron City. If you've not purchased tickets, I looked this morning. Do you want to take a guess how many are left?
Very few.
Very few.
Uh-huh.
And you can see for yourself if you go to Iron City. Hurry and get your tickets.
Yep.
Hurry and get your tickets. Purchase those now through Ticketmaster or visit IronCityBham.com. Under 50 tickets available.
Worth every
Under
penny.
50, yes.
Worth every penny.
And you need to get those and get them real quick so you can be with us on May 15th again for our annual Jawbone Jam, which we're super excited about.
Come
this
on
year.
down.
Yep, come on down. Someone that I can be pretty assured that he will be there is Craig from Birmingham Broker, a big fan of the station and with us since day one. 10 years Craig has been with us, and we so love what he does. As a matter of fact, Brian texted a little earlier this morning with some questions about Birmingham Broker. I was like, look, you just need to talk to Craig. He was asking how quickly he sold my vehicle. It was fast. And that's what it's about. It's about pricing the car exactly right so that you're not giving away any of that equity in your vehicle, but yet you want to price it at a a level that somebody's going to be, hey, that's a pretty decent price for that vehicle. I'm interested. And Craig will handle everything. All you have to do is get your vehicle to him. Your truck or SUV or your sedan, whatever you got, a sports car, he'll take it all. So get in touch with Craig today at 2224 4th Avenue South. Get that used car sold quickly and safely, and the smart way to do it so you don't have to hassle with it. BHAMBroker.com. That's the website, BHAMBroker.com.
All right, some of the texts we've received thus far this hour. Traffic now backed up to Chesser Drive, says Jeff.
Oh, that's getting into Chelsea proper.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Kids looking out for each other, says Heath, would be great if they are behaved and don't scream all the time. Their screaming would be effective. Nobody controls their kids anymore. I still lock it up in stores from the beatings I toted. Yeah, you're right. And Walmart is the kind of place where
You see some of that sometimes.
people
Don't do that anymore, parents. Don't let your kids just run from you. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hang on to them. You got to have them right there with you. And that woman walking in the store had that child's hand.
Yeah.
Had the child's hand, and that man still tried to grab the child and
trying to make a run
kidnap
for
it.
it. Very sad.
Yep.
Very weird.
So
Very
no,
strange.
hang on tight to your children.
Cue the best Seinfeld episode with the adult dentist Kramer and Jimmy in the third person. Classic. That was what was the dentist's name? Tim Watley. Tim Watley, played by Mr. Breaking Bad himself.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Let's see. I switched to Mr. Bugs from another pest control company. Saved $800 a year. Is definitely worth noting. Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Appreciate that,
That's
Steve.
a testament right there.
Good
Thanks,
to know.
Steve. Mm-hmm.
Jeff gives us the rundown on jail life. I think Jeff may have spent some time in the Who Scout here.
Or he worked there.
Honey
Maybe.
buns are used as currency in jails, and this guy could be guilty or he could have taken them as part of disciplinary action and is being scapegoated. Can't say without knowing more, but I seriously doubt he was eating them. Also, some jails don't allow food in cells, but inmates stash them and use them for currency, so they are often confiscated and trashed as contraband.
I get that. But, Jeff, have you seen an image of this guy?
I don't think he's that big. I mean, you keep acting like he's this gigantic, horrible, huge man.
You want me to blow the picture up so you can see it a little bit better there, Richard? He's a big guy.
He's big, but he's not like obese.
He's a honey bun guy, I'm telling you.
All right.
Yeah. Is he big enough to have Goodyear printed on the side?
You're saying when he sits around the jail, he really sits around the jail. Is that what you're trying to say?
Just say, I'm asking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen a picture of the guy.
So big he jumps up in the air and gets stuck.
Mm-hmm. And I have heard that they use food and cigarettes and things like that as, and they trade and they sell and they all that's going on. I don't know. It's got to be pretty bad if you're going to fire somebody for this.
Yeah. Fired over honey buns.
Because he'd have quite the case if
Be depressing.
it would be. What'd you get fired for?
Honey buns.
They said I stole some honey buns.
Jay says, I have my tickets to the Jawbone Jam. Apparently, JB is giving hugs at the event. That alone is a good reason to go. That's a good reason to stay home, actually. Don't say that. Don't be telling people that.
No. Yeah. Hey, Jay, we'll see you on the 15th. Glad you got your tickets.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see everybody.
You buy 2 tickets, and JB will give you a hug.
Dickster saying now we're down to about 40.
Uh-oh.
About 40
He just ordered
tickets.
10. All right.
Oh. Yeah, so hurry.
Would you eat something you took from an inmate? No, I would not, Jeff. No, now that you bring it up. Ramen is currency also, says Richard the cop. We assume he would know, being a cop. I don't know. I just don't ever want to find out. I'd rather not spend any time at all.
How about this, Richard? We don't have to worry about it.
Let's stay as far away from that as humanly possible, shall we?
I've done a tour of the Shelby County Jail because that was part of the situation of being on the grand jury. That's as close as I want to get.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't want your no thank you.
Yankees. Just saw a news report that was it was the illegal immigrant that just killed another person.
That was over in Savannah. I saw the headline on that.
What the hell? A drunk driver just killed this wonderful woman. She was driving a sports car and hit her and knocked her into next week, so to speak. And and she's African American. I'm telling you right now, Democrats are going to start losing on this issue pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because they're going to lose their base of African American citizens. African Americans in Chicago, for instance, when they decided to take away a rec center that was being used largely by the urban population and give it to illegal immigrants so they could stay there as a shelter. And the urban population was like, what the hell?
Why'd you do that?
When money started pouring out of the coffers in Chicago and New York to help house and feed illegal immigrants, the black population said, we've been asking for X, Y, and Z for years now, and we keep getting told there's no money. And now suddenly you've got all this money for illegal immigrants? What the hell? So they are ticking off a large constituency. I realize that Republicans are making inroads with African Americans little by little by little. I think Trump got close to 2 out of 10 in this last election. It was the highest number any Republican had ever received in running for president. 2 out of 10 black male voters. Black females still not coming around to that, but maybe they will now because this is getting a little bit tedious. And when you look at this and you say, so you're just going to let these guys roam the street? You're going to let these drunk idiots roam the streets and kill people? Black people, white people, orange people, green people, yellow people, all the peoples? This is not acceptable. You guys have got to do something about it. Yeah?
Whether it's him or whether it's, like that 18-wheeler driver that killed that family. They were driving down the interstate and he tried to make a U-turn.
Yeah.
Remember that case in Florida?
Yeah.
Killed that whole group of people.
Just another situation where you're like, how are these people still out walking around? This is crazy. And then you get liberal judges who think they're putting a thumb in Trump's eye by going, you know what? I understand that this guy's dangerous and he's a gang member and he's already been deported twice, but let's let him out of jail.
Yeah, but here's the
just go
problem.
ahead.
You're
free to roam
not
the country.
affecting Trump by that. You're affecting the average American person that's traveling down the interstate next to this idiot 18-wheeler driver that has no business driving because he can't even speak English.